don't even know the words to say right now. Tragic situation, breaking news. Very damaging, very heartbreaking, to see what I just witnessed, on TikTok at that. And, it's just it's starting to feel that fatigue, army fatigue, man, because man, it's just terrible, bro. Like, people don't have no patience. They don't have no tolerance anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's sad, the way we see these conflicts arising, every day. It's like, they keep putting it up here on the big screen, for everybody to witness, because they want you to feel that anger, that pain, you know what I'm saying? They want you to be all out of whack. It's like we trying to bring back the love, we trying to spread forgiveness and, worry about what's coming and what's above, what's already here is cool, but it's like, it's taking us out of our element when we too focused in, and they trying to, paint narratives. So now you could be mad at folks, and you could go out here in the world angry every day. So now you just want to take out your frustration. Like, we get it. I see it. It's like, they didn't have to do that. She didn't have to use deadly, excessive force, but that's what we seeing now. People is lost. They not communicating. So now it's just a war, you know what I'm saying? Or they feel like they at war. So now they want to try to project and put their, feelings and emotions on the next person. Good morning. Good morning. I see y'all, chat. What's going on? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm bringing y'all that raw information, because it's going down, in Florida right now. We just had a shooting, isolated incident, and then there was a mass shooting in Chicago. I ain't even get to that part. Like, it's just all shooting right now. So, but I'm gonna show you the video because they said it's clear. They said it's good. I don't think it was justified. I don't think people should just pull a trigger just because somebody's, getting close to you or something. That's not really justifiable, Maybe there's other outliers. I'm not trying to make a case. What's up, bro? I see you, Cali, California. What's up? So this is the video right here. That's the Army vet who got shot up there in the parking lot. You got that whole situation. But I don't think it was, justified, like I said, because
she claims self-defense. Let's see. Got another crazy video for y'all. This one is a lady shoots a man in a Walmart parking lot. She claims self-defense. Let's see.
What's that?
Walk away, the woman says in this very short cell phone video that ends with what sounds like a single gunshot. But we are now seeing what happened in the minutes prior in this Walmart parking lot at 7900 West McNabb Road. Take a look at this dash cam video. That's the woman with the gun on the left, getting out of her car, holding a phone in her left hand and a gun in her right. A witness tells 7 News that moments before this, she'd gotten into an argument over that space with the man we see in that cell phone video. In fact, the witness says the man parked his white SUV like this, blocking the space, but minutes later he moved. She then pulls into the space, and according to the witness, she spoke briefly to the people in that white Honda, who the witness says told her the man was still in the parking lot. Then you see him, 62-year-old Bart DeGuglielmo, walking up to her. She points the gun, and for at least 30 seconds they exchange words. At one point, he follows her as she walks around another car, still pointing the gun. He appears to walk away, but immediately comes back, and she fires. All this time, it appears she's still on the phone. He remains conscious on the ground as one car stops, but then keeps going. Then a second car behind them. For more than 2 minutes, pedestrians and cars go by. The man was alternately sitting up and lying down, but he would later die at the hospital. Deputies arrived roughly 3 minutes after the shooting, and that woman, we're told, is claiming self-defense.
Got another crazy video for y'all. This one is a lady shoots a man in a Walmart parking lot. She claims self-defense. Let's see.
Walk away, the woman says in this very short cell phone video that ends.
So basically, they was arguing, and then I guess he was trying to get close to her, but I didn't see the threat. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the deadly force, though. They locked her up. Yeah, man, it's sad because, people can't, have resolutions better than just pulling out a gun. You know what I'm saying? And using deadly force over something that we see is happening, all through America, of course. But it's like, we gotta step in before it gets to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, before we brandishing weapons at each other, and, we want to do harm, we should really just not even, keep engaging, because it's gonna be hard once you got your emotions and, you got your feelings involved. So now it's like they want to hurt each other. You know what I'm saying? So it should have never been getting to that point. They could have resolved it, but unfortunately now that dude lost his life. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like he ain't coming back. And now that he's a veteran, you know what I'm saying? At that, it's like that makes it even worse now, because they gonna feel like it's an attack against, America and society and stuff like that, because this dude is supposed to be a patriot. You know what I'm saying? And, it's just a little clash turned deadly, and now, they're gonna use this as a case, in media, to now pin people and point people against each other for the days and the times to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you gotta be able to look at it from both sides and say, okay, well, was she in danger enough to pull the trigger? What's up, chat? I'm a little heartbroken, because I'm looking at the situation, and, I'm like, it's unnecessary violence, that we keep seeing and partaking in and letting transpire without speaking on it and saying, hey, man, I don't believe that this is the way in which people should take their anger out and things like that, because now you out of control, and now the situation is getting, worse. And, everybody's looking at that, and now it's gonna make you upset. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make the kids and everybody else be in fear, because people want to live. They don't want to be thinking about getting attacked, going to a Walmart or something like that. So, it's wrong, at the end of the day, to have that mindset, and that's what we see is going on in real time. More and more people, just picking up a gun and, handling it instead of waiting and trying to, be patient. This is the thing that we dealing with. So, we can't be lying or we can't try to alter the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta be careful out here and say what it is, what they doing. It's like, why are you so hateful? Why are you so angry? That somebody can't even come and talk to you without you ready to shoot them. We going down the path of no return right now that it's like we really don't have to, keep pushing those narratives that, engaging and feeding the monster, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to keep adding on to the trauma, that everybody's dealing with every day, as if the economy is not enough. And, people is lonely, people is desperate, people is committing suicide and stuff just because they might not have, that support. And we see, more and more people is divided, of course, because that's what, the designs is doing. And, that's what the headlines is there for. They trying to sell tickets and, they trying to get people's attention, because if you don't pay attention to it, then, nobody will listen, nobody will care. Eventually, a bully can only be a bully if you give them that power over you and, you have that fear. But once you feel like, what's going on, guys? Sad news happening in Florida right now. Woman shoots a man. Obviously, race, plays a part in it, because it was a black woman, white man. I'm looking at it like, if it was a white woman and a black man, and that same situation happened, it will be outrage all over the black community, because they will say it was murder, flat out. If a white man, if a white woman, right, shot a black man the way that the black woman shot the white man, they would have said it was murder. You know what I'm saying? They would have went crazy. That's why I be saying it's selective outrage with the situations, because that sister did what she did, people will say it was justified. They will say it was self-defense. Why is a white man walking up to you self-defense? He don't even got no weapon. Like, he's old. He can't do nothing to you. But you kill him because you got hatred, you know what I mean? You got so much anger in your heart that now you want to take it out on him. He didn't do nothing. As far as what we seen, right? He didn't have no weapon. And, he wasn't threatening her. There was no reason for her to protect her life. So how is it self-defense? But if it was the other way around, to where if we seen a white man shoot a black woman, or if it was a black woman shooting a white, if it was a white woman shoot a black man the way that the black woman shot the white man, black people would have went crazy. Y'all know that. They would have turned up. Black Lives Matter would have looted. The whole world would have got flipped upside down. You know what I'm saying? Trump would have had to bring in martial law. But because a white man died, now they want you to believe it was self-defense, when it was no reason for it. Like, honestly, you could look and you could see and you could say, okay, logically, right? What did this man do?
This one is a lady shoots a man in a Walmart parking lot. She claims self-defense. Let's see.
Walk away, the woman says in this very short cell phone video that ends with what sounds like a single gunshot. But we are now seeing what happened in the minutes prior in this Walmart parking lot at 7900 West McNabb Road. Take a look at this dash cam video. That's the woman with the gun on the left, getting out of her car, holding a phone in her left hand and a gun in her right. A witness tells 7 News that moments before this, she'd gotten into an argument over that space with the man we see in that cell phone video. In fact, the witness says the man parked his white SUV like this, blocking the space, but minutes later he moved. She then pulls into the space, and according to the witness, she spoke briefly to the people in that white Honda, who the witness says told her the man was still in the parking lot. Then you see him, 62-year-old Bart DeGuglielmo, walking up to her. She points the gun, and for at least 30 seconds, they exchange words. At one point, he follows her as she walks around another car, still pointing the gun. He appears to walk away, but immediately comes back, and she fires. All this time, it appears she's still on the phone. He remains conscious on the ground as one car stops, but then keeps going.
So you telling me that that's justified, all because the white man walked up on her? Her life wasn't in danger, he didn't attack her. So basically, you saying now, me as a man, if I walk up on any woman, they justified to kill me because I'm a man and I'm scary, basically. That's what you're saying. Like, that's not self-defense, bro. You can't just shoot somebody just because they walking up on you or whatever the case may be. If you so scary that, you know, now this is the tactics you gotta use to murder an Army veteran, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna choose to use and try to, you know, deflect from this gotta end. Like, you know, this mindset that we in, that we just gonna kill people because we feel like we in fear for our life. Same situation with Camilla. You know what I'm saying? You cannot use deadly force if you are not in danger in that moment, right? But people don't understand the law, and now they bending it to go with their narrative, you know what I'm saying, for justice. But this is not justice, you know what I'm saying? It's actually the opposite, you know. We just went through the whole birthright citizenship with, you know, Americans and the law and stuff like that. So it gets, you know, emotional, you know what I'm saying? Instead of people thinking logically and saying, this is a murder. Now, because race plays a part in it, they're gonna try to say that this is self-defense. But mind you, if it was the other way around, where a white person kill a black person, the whole world would go crazy. Just like they did with Fentanyl Floyd and, you know what I'm saying, all of these people. So this is why I'm telling y'all, they tricking you by using these type of situations to make you think that we supposed to be divided and we supposed to act on that and do, you know what I'm saying, evil things to people. And it's like, God would never want you to. You know what I'm saying? He will never abide by this and condone that because it's just not, you know what I'm saying, realistic. Like, if that was the case, then you would just be able to kill anyone who you have a problem with, you know what I'm saying, at any time, at any day. But that's not what's happening, you know what I'm saying? It's different scenarios that they trying to play and they trying to use. You know what I'm saying? Like with Metcalf. Metcalf didn't have to die, you know what I'm saying? Carmelo did not have justification to kill his kid because they got into a fight. Like, you got to think about it. We all been in high school. We all had fights. So now you telling me every time you got into a fight with a bully, you got the right to kill him? This is what you telling your kids. So now when Carmelo go out there and he got the situation happening, he want to kill another kid because he got attacked. It happens. We all get attacked. We all have to fight. But that don't mean that we're gonna use deadly force. You know what I'm saying? In these times that we're going through and we living in. But of course, they want to flip the narrative. Because if it was a white person, like I said, that would have killed the black man, everybody would have went crazy. But because it's a white man that's dead, now they not even gonna, you know what I'm saying, speak on it. And, you know, they gonna try to let it get swept under the rug and act like, oh, well, you know, it's justified because of what happened with Carmelo. It's like, one thing don't got nothing to do with the other. It's all isolated. Number one, every state is different depending on, you know, the laws and the jurisdiction that you're in. So now you cannot just say because of what happened in Texas or what happened in New York and Florida that all of these things is connected. No, what they're doing is they're trying to twist up certain scenarios and messages, and now they want to try to make it seem like that's the norm. Like with New York, you know, with Jordan Neely case, people were saying, okay, how come this is justified, you know what I'm saying, when Daniel Penny killed Jordan Neely? But it's like, we talking about New York now. This is a whole nother scenario and setting versus Texas. There is no self-defense in New York, number one. So it was not a self-defense claim that he used. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, he didn't have a weapon. So it's not the same as Carmelo, who stabbed the dude up at the school. One scenario is actual, you know what I'm saying, combat, to where he used a chokehold. But was it justified that he was just restraining him, or was he really trying to kill him? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that you gotta go and you gotta pay attention to. Just like what called George Floyd. The cop didn't use no weapons, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was all body weight and, you know, just using chokes and stuff that may have been outdated, but, you know, they trying to make it seem like these dudes did some brutal force killing and use, you know, weapons to do what they do to them, and that's just not what happened. You know what I'm saying? They not letting them get the real message out there, which should be to stop killing, you know, stop promoting violence, stop letting social media and the news make your brain and be confused. Like, it's confusing now because it's conflicted. You know what I'm saying? This is why I gotta break it down, because I gotta show people. If it was the other way around and we seen a white woman shoot a black man in a Walmart over a parking spot because he was trying to talk to her, would they say that that was self-defense? Or would black people say that's straight murder? They would say it's murder. Like, just think about it. Simple logic, right? When Carmelo did what he did, right? They say it's self-defense. So anything now that a black person does, we automatically want to give them the benefit of the doubt because of history and, you know, things that we went through. But in this situation, why did she even come out of her car with her gun out? There was no threat. If it was an argument, cool. Okay. Just keep it like that. There's no reason for this woman to even come out of her car with her gun out. None. So now, because this man is trying to talk to her and they going through a battle and what, now you telling me he's justified to put a bullet in him? Come on, man. Like, you just gotta use simple logic, man. This is criminal. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is bad. I already know. But don't curse, because you gonna mess up the, I gotta take that comment down. But don't curse. But look, I already know, bro. This is why, God gave me the eyes and the mouth so I could be a pro and come on here and show y'all how not to let the script control you, because it wants to take your spirit, it wants to take your energy, you know what I'm saying? And they want you to live in fear, and they want you to be on high alert, and they want you to be out here thinking somebody trying to hurt you, when that's so far further from the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got trolls and stuff. You got people who they on that path to negativity, so they want to try to drag you down with them. But I will tell you, majority of the people out here, they barely even making it through to where they don't even care about what the next person got going on either. You know what I'm saying? They just doing what they got to do every day to try to put a plate and try to put food on their table. Right now, they trying to use race as a way to make people want to hurt other people. You know what I'm saying? So this is why they got these rituals and they got these different things that they try to do. You know what I'm saying? So now people who's coming outside already conflicted. They on the edge. So now they want to try to, you know what I'm saying, use deadly force and try to put people in a trick bag. So now you could lose your freedom. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. That's why I gotta show the truth.
Then a second car.
Got another crazy video for y'all. This one is a lady shoots
Let me know what y'all think.
Walmart parking lot.
I don't think it's self-defense. I feel like it's murder.
Walk away, the woman says in this very short cell phone video that ends with what sounds like a single gunshot. But we are now seeing what happened in the minutes prior in this Walmart parking lot at 7900 West McNabb Road. Take a look at this dash cam video. That's the woman with the gun on the left, getting out of her car, holding a phone in her left hand and a gun in her right.
Why did she get out
a witness
the car
tells
with
7
the gun?
News that moments before this, she'd gotten into an argument over that space with the man we see in that cell phone video. In fact, the witness says the man parked his white SUV like this, blocking the space, but minutes later he moved. She then pulls into the space, and according to the witness, she spoke briefly to the people in that white Honda, who the witness says told her the man was still in the parking lot. Then you see him, 62-year-old Bart DeGuglielmo, walking up to her. She points the gun, and for at least 30 seconds, they exchange words. At one point, he follows her as she walks around another car, still pointing the gun. He appears to walk away, but immediately comes back, and she fires. All this time, it appears she's still on the phone. He remains conscious on the ground as one car stops, but then keeps going. Then a second car behind them. For more than 2 minutes, pedestrians and cars go by. The man was alternately sitting up and lying down, but he would later die at the hospital. Deputies arrived roughly 3 minutes after the shooting, and that woman, we're told, is claiming self-defense.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, it don't make no sense, bro. Like, how they gonna sit up there and say that this is justified when she didn't even have to get out her car? So once she got out the car with the gun, it's murder. Because all you had to do was sit in your car. He wasn't banging on the window. It wasn't nothing to make you have to get up out your vehicle with a weapon. And now pull the trigger, you know what I'm saying? And it's just upsetting because, they're gonna try to paint the narrative and say it's self-defense, but any person with a mind can see, that's straight murder right there. Like, they didn't even give him the chance. You saying walk away, but why you jumping out your car with a gun, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's silly. That's just emotional, logic of a woman. Most women, they're emotional. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, they're gonna escalate it to the highest power. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make the worst decision. You know what I'm saying? Because they growing up without fathers. So now they don't even respect men. You know what I'm saying? They don't got nobody to protect them. So now they just feel like any man is a threat and they deserve to die because we letting women make decisions that they shouldn't be able to make for themselves if they can't even carry a weapon and think, hey, this man isn't threatening me. Why am I pulling out my gun? See, if it was woman on woman, everybody would have said it was murder. But because it's a black woman and a white guy that lost his life, now they want to say it's self-defense. But like I said, if it was the shoe on the other foot, they would have said it's murder. Like, let's just be honest. Same way they did with Carmelo up there in Texas. You know what I'm saying? They want to try to put pressure on people to try to make decisions and to make, you know what I'm saying, life-changing, threatening situations justified when you can't pull out no gun if you're not in danger like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, they just emotional. Mainly women is gonna be not logical when it comes to making those decisions. You know what I'm saying? See, if it was two men, we would have just fought it out. Everybody would have survived. Everybody would have lived. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, win, lose, or draw, men know we gonna respect each other. You know, we gonna go out back. I'm gonna punch on you for a couple minutes. You gonna punch back. We gonna do some wrestling. You know what I'm saying? That's how men think about this shit. But when it comes to women, now somebody gotta die. Somebody gotta lose their life. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's not even worth it to engage or be in a situation, because you automatically gonna be a threat, number one. You automatically wrong as a man, but they saying it's equality and all of this shit. Don't never listen to none of that. I'm telling you, man, they trying to cap and they out here tricking people to, you know what I'm saying, be angry at somebody that don't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm not mad, you know what I'm saying, because I understand the truth and that it's more evil, because you got to think about it, it's more women than it is men. So if we saying the earth right now is the most evil that we ever seen, if we living in medieval times right now, then every evil man comes from an evil woman. So if these are the people that's giving birth and we saying all men is evil, you got to think about where did they come from first. Every evil man come from an evil woman. So either way you put it, if it's more women than men, then who's the more evil? You know what I'm saying? Like, when we're looking at, okay, these are men of God, man. This was an army veteran who put his life into protecting America. Like, this really pisses me off, man. Because I don't care about no race. I don't care about no gender, but I know that's what the social media pretends to act like. More people are more evil than the next one. It's like, no, every community has evil. Even when we see churches now selling drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like, we seen that indictment out there. We see churches selling drugs now. So it ain't got nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying, none of this stuff that they trying to paint the picture. Because we see even religious people now are tight for money, and they compromise, and they doing all type of stuff, and they just trying to make a quick buck and, you know what I'm saying, deliver the message to the youth that, hey, it's okay to, you know what I'm saying, treat people worse than what you normally would, because, you know, you looking at history or you looking at what works. But it's like, no, these times we living in, you gotta have a Bible, and you gotta have, you know what I'm saying, some type of relationship with God and Jesus first, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have Jesus, then who's leading you? You more worried about money and fun than you are about, you know what I'm saying, spreading love and positivity. This is why you're trying to cut the next person's vote. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to get spiritually You protesting because you fighting inside. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know which way to go. You just a follower. You know what I'm saying? They tried to Charlie Kirk me, all because of what I believe. And I don't try to force nobody into what's right or what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what you're going through. And I don't know your situation, so it's not right or wrong. But it's like, obviously I can tell the difference between murder and self-defense. Like, it's not gonna be, I'm not gonna look at race, I'm not gonna look at gender, I'm just gonna look at it like two people, and then I'm gonna see, okay, where did the threat come in for you to just pull out a weapon and just think that you're gonna, you know, disrespect a man? Like, see, this is what it is. See, we made America too safe now, and there's no more consequences. So now it's just like, well, if I can't beat you, now I'm just gonna pull out my gun and shoot you because I don't see you as my equal. You think if it was two black women, she would have did that? That's all you gotta do. You just gotta use simple logic. If it was women on women, white or black, would she have felt the need to pull out her gun? But because it's a man, a woman is justified to kill you quicker than a man is justified to kill them. That's what it is. That's what they're doing, bro. Like, I just keep it 1,000. I'm saying what people is feeling, you know what I'm saying? But they don't want to say it because they gonna feel like they a sellout, or, you know what I'm saying, they Satan, you know what I'm saying? But that's evil, because I stand on the side of God and positivity. And, you know, I'm about the people, my brother. You know what I'm saying? But we all one race at the end of the day. So why should I be mad at white people for it? It just don't make sense. That's what they trying to do. You know, they want to control that narrative, bro.
Women are dead as a result of this shooting, and another man and woman are in critical condition at the University of Chicago Medical Center at this time. While the motive of this shooting or behind this shooting remains unclear at this time, it happened just 2 blocks away from District 6, which we're standing outside of right now. Take a listen to what we heard over police radio as Chicago police started to process that crime scene.
Here we got blood in the gas station. I don't know if they have the victim came in here. When we shut the gas station down, I look at the camera footage. One of them looked like it might be a DOA already.
This scene unfolded just after midnight. Chicago police say 4 people were standing outside this BP gas station at 76th and Halstead when a group of 4 people walked up and opened fire. The 4 men, who were wearing all black, then ran through an alley going south after firing those shots. All 4 of those victims were taken to University of Chicago.
Still
Police are now confirming that a man and a woman are dead as a result of this shooting, and another man and woman are in critical. That's 20 minutes. Chicago police are now confirming that a man and a woman are dead as a result of this shooting, and another man and woman are in critical condition at the University of Chicago Medical Center at this time. While the motive of this shooting or behind this shooting remains unclear at this time.
It's selective when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we could kill us no matter what. If a black man right now want to go and shoot up the hood, everybody gonna sleep peacefully. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Ain't nobody gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be the same outrage. But if a white man or if a white woman shoot a black person, all hell's gonna break loose. Just one. Even if they was trying to rob them, even if they was just, you know what I'm saying, if they was in the wrong. Just like what R.C. Chap. Black people went crazy over R.C. Chap. But what was this child doing with a gun? See, nobody want to say the real stuff. What was this 14-year-old child doing with a gun, black people? But now you want to boycott all of the Asian people. So why you didn't boycott Asian people before the verdict happened? If Asian people was the problem, then they should have been getting boycotted before anything even happened with the R.C. Chap. But that's what I be saying, is selective outrage to how, you know, when it comes to us versus when we doing it to us. They don't want you to say nothing. They don't want you to know or to feel the pain and the hurt that these mothers is going through growing up without their children because they jumping into the streets and they trying to be Captain Save-A-Hole. You know what I'm saying? And I see the truth. And I'm saying no, it shouldn't be no killing. It shouldn't be no youth or children dying for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to hear my voice. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to see the message and the decisions and the choices because my heart and the intentions that I have are pure. You know what I'm saying?
At the University of Chicago Medical Center at this time, while the motive of this shooting or behind this shooting remains unclear at this time. It happened
there's no motive, there's no, you know what I'm saying? It's all get back. That's what they doing. You know, it's all revenge, all jealousy, all anger, all, you know what I'm saying? All of this stuff that we pretend that we better than the next people with us. Like, nah, you capping, bro. I see what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? That's evil. So now I'm speaking out and I'm using my voice and my platform to show these people and show these kids that they don't have to throw away their life for the TikTok, you know, for the YouTube. That's the algorithms. That's what they doing. They trying to get these kids and recruit them to now be in a gang. So you got grown men trying to, you know what I'm saying, use intimidation and fear tactics so they could put these kids and have them selling their drugs and guns and doing, you know what I'm saying, they dirty work. Because if you think about it, this war has been going on how long? You got the Bloods, the Crips, the BDs, the GDs. But none of these kids even know why they have beef with the next block or the next black man, because this is what they doing. They getting high. You know, they got ADD, they got mental health. You know, they crack babies. So it's like all of this stuff. I got crack in my bloodstream. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do nothing to change that. That's just the environment when you come from. In New York City, the air, you can't even breathe correctly. You know what I'm saying? Out there, like, everything is toxic. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they doing, bro. I'm telling you. Like, they putting drugs in the kids' system. You know what I'm saying? They getting their mothers high. So now that they not looking for them when they supposed to be in school. And they skipping out. So now the black man is at a fourth grade reading level. And now they wondering why he can't get no education. Because his mother's getting high and he don't got nowhere to live because she's spending the rent money on drugs. And his dad's in prison. Like, see, you don't even know about these scenarios of what we living and what we going through. You know what I'm saying? They just judging us and thinking that, you know, we all supposed to be living this lifestyle. But I don't see, you know, Mexican people complaining, and they poorer than us. But they come over here and they work together, and they doing what they got to do. So why we can't be like them? You know what I'm saying? But we all hate each other. That's what it is. You know, they'll never support a black man like me because they feel like they want to see me back in prison or back in the street. But I'm not pushing that narrative, you know. I'm not going to lead with hate because I got positive outlets, you know, like Jesus, that lets me create, you know, my mind, and I can see the truth that they not letting you make. And this charger not working. I gotta find somewhere to charge this phone because die. Or I could go live on my other page too. It always does this, I swear. Every time, like, I gotta get a whole new charger now. Oh, damn. Good live too. I think I might have to go live on my other page because I ain't got no outlet over here. I don't want my phone to die. Nah, for real, like, every time, bro. It never fails. I think one phone was charging down. I'll be back, shit. I don't want to let this die in there. I'll be mad as hell.
Women are dead as a result of this shooting, and another man and woman are in medical center at this time. While the motive of this shooting or behind this shooting remains unclear at this time, it happened just last 20 minutes. Chicago police are now confirming that a man and a woman are dead as a result of this shooting, and another man and woman are in critical condition at the University of Chicago Medical Center at this time. While the motive of this shooting or behind this shooting remains unclear at this time, it happened just last 20 minutes. Chicago police are now confirming that a man and a woman are dead as a result of this shooting, and another man and woman are in critical condition at the University of Chicago Medical Center at this time. While the motive of this shooting or behind this shooting remains unclear at this time.
Find someone to charge my phone because it's terrible right now. Yes, ma'am. You have a great day, okay?
You too.
All right,
Stay
thank you.
cool as you can.
You got it. I gotta find a charger. Please let a charger work out here. If not, we are in trouble. Because my phone is about to die. Nah, it ain't my phone. It's one. I could try it. I'm gonna be upset. God, please. Let this thing work, man. Yes! It's going, guys. We got it. It's good. Yeah. We in the building, baby. Yes. Real quick, I didn't even get to eat my breakfast, man. I just been going off. Yeah. That's what it is. live. We're in the live. That was good too. Ooh, it's hot fire out here, boy. See if I can put that on YouTube real quick.
Brenda? Yes. It's alright.
Yo, this what I'm saying, bro. Mass shooting in Chicago, man. Yo, we gotta stop killing us, bro. We can't do it. This is why we too weak. We can't stop killing us. Don't tell me about the white man. The white man will obliterate us. You wanna go to a race war? don't want to go to war with these Negroes. They get on lean, they getting high, they got fentanyl and dope. You think I'm gonna be, nigga, what? I'm switching sides. I'm going with the white man every time. Bruh, y'all all getting on drugs, man. Y'all not ready to be going to no war. You can't even stop killing you. So how you gonna tell anybody else to? Can't respect it, bro. Like, I can't. I'm not going to respect that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If the shoe was on the other foot and they changed the race up, you would have went crazy. If a white man would have shot that black woman the way she shot him, the whole America would have went upside down. It's selective politicking, bro. That's what it is. Let's be real. You gotta break it down to the science. Yeah. I won't let the devil tear me up. Not today. When you got Jesus in your heart, no matter what, everybody sees it, man. You know what I'm saying, twin?
Hi.
Y'all playing games, bro. I love Trump, man. You know what I'm saying? I love my country, bro. You know what I'm saying? They mad at me because I'm telling it like it is. Why should I be mad at my people, man? We all one race. But they want you to focus and they want you to be mad at the white man. If anything, you should be mad at the women. It's all women's fault, man. You know what I'm saying? They created this war, not you, brother. Black man, this ain't your fight, brother. Yo, real talk, dog. Tear they butt up over here in these YouTube streets, nigga. For real. I'm trying to be the best version of myself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to destroy me. I just want to spread love, man. Spread peace, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my mission. I'm on my journey, man. Taking it easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go crazy. This heater drives you crazy, bro. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? But I got love, you know, for all y'all, man. I wish y'all the best, man, because, you know, people turning up over anything, it's like, they looking for a reason, bro. Black people is looking for a reason to hurt white people, man. Let's be real. A white man don't have to do nothing, but you so jealous. You know what I'm saying? You got so much hate that you want to destroy the white man because he built up his home. He don't got nothing to do with slavery. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to make all white people seem like they got rich because of slavery. No, actually, a lot of people is working their asses off and going to school and doing what they had to do to get what they got. But you want to be mad at, and lo and behold, you know, that's what they doing. They taking the consciousness out of the community, my nigga, and they replacing it with drugs and thugs and sex because they want you to have to need that. They don't want you to need Jesus, you know what I'm saying? The black woman turned her back on Jesus a long time ago. Everything you hear out the black woman's mouth is all the devil. You know what I'm saying? It's all about money. It's all, you know, she got to she want to be a baddie. She want to be out here, you know, living her life lovely, kid-free, while you taking care of the kids, black man. You the one doing all the cooking and cleaning and trying to do the discipline. You can't even touch the black woman kid, or now you gonna be in jail because They disrespectful as hell, number one. You paying all the bills. Look, I'm keeping it real. I had a stepfather. I shitted on him. No, I didn't want to be another statistic, just like I seen my father get his ass tore out by child support, divorce court. So I'm doing something that's beneficial for me. The same way the black woman put her happiness first and said, I'm the queen mother God. It's all about what I want. Fuck these kids and, who gonna babysit. You better have that fee. You gonna have to pay, cash her out, fly her out, all of that shit that she be saying. Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Popping that shit in they bag. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy that they coming with. Because that's all they was taught. They don't have no fathers. They don't have no support. So now she's telling you gotta be her entertainment. You gotta be a rich nigga. You gotta be a rich man with 6 figures and faithful to one woman. Like, none of this shit makes sense no more. So now we breaking it down and we putting it all out there saying, hold on. You hoes think cooking and cleaning is slavery? Like, that's what they saying. They trying to tell the woman not to cook. You shouldn't cater to the man. Well, God damn it. Who's supposed to cater to the man? Oh, but the man is supposed to cater to you, right? So he's supposed to be your slave and take care of your 5 kids from your 3 baby fathers. Bull crap. You mad at me? I love Trump. You know what I'm saying? I love white people, but they mad at me. Why are you mad? Because I said I don't want to be out here smoking crack and doing dope and killing people for a little bit of change that I could just take my black ass and get a 9 to 5, or I could do the same thing that I see the good white people doing out here. But y'all want to come attack me and say there's something wrong with my mind because I don't want to be in fear and I don't want to have to, feel like I got to pull a gun everywhere I got to go. Getting high. They the white man just the way Jesus do. Turn the other cheek, stop the BS, man. You know what I'm saying? Trump is your president, but now you want to make him a sexual predator, man. Y'all sick. You need to get a checkup. You scared of the doctor. Now you want to say the doctors is racist because they giving you the diagnosis that you sick and you got cancer and you know what I'm saying, you can't face the truth. But I'm all about the truth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no woman. A woman, she gonna lie through her teeth. You know what I'm saying? Before she tell the truth, before she give me my props, before they respect me as a man, my brother. You know what I'm saying? My dignity. My dignity. Cause I got integrity in my heart. You know what I'm saying? And I love God. And I'm saying, listen, black man, don't let this matrix take you out. Cause this ain't your fight, this ain't your war. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get clean, you gotta get off them drugs. You gotta get off the streets, get away from the thugs. Be at peace with yourself. And learn to receive the spirit and, help. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to be division. That's what that's the way they gonna, get to the only way to get to salvation, man. You gotta love yourself, man. Love thy neighbor, love thy brother, man. So it ain't about race, it ain't about gender, it ain't about, religion. You gotta love. You gotta lead with the love and the peace. And everything else is gonna come in with that. You know what I'm saying? It's a treat. You know what I'm saying? But victory is defeat, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta stop playing these games out here, bro. Self-defense is self-defense, bro. But see, they try to pick and choose who's the killer, who's the murderers. No, you niggas is doing the most evil shit in the community, but then you want to get mad at everybody else. Don't try to act like you want to get your lick back. You fueled by the revenge and by the evil of the devil. I don't play the devil's game with nobody. You know what I'm saying? When I get upset, I gotta be logic before emotion. I'm not like a woman. A woman is gonna be emotion over logic because she's gonna always put herself first because she's miserable. She don't even love herself. Why you think she can't wear her natural hair? You see all of these chicks out here, they gotta have bundles, they gotta have makeup, they gotta have all of this money because they don't have God. When you have God, he's gonna take you away from the devil. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be protected. You're not gonna be out here losing the message and now you wanna kill white people. Now you wanna kill, you know what I'm saying, next man because he got money and he looking good, you know what I'm saying? And you hating. That's what it is. It's just self-hating people. I don't want to be around you. So why you keep trying to make me into the enemy? Because I'm telling you my truth and my peace and what I do to stay youthful and to have, you know what I'm saying, the energy of the spirit and the Holy Ghost. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be out here and I'm trying to live my life and be, you know, better than I was as a children. But they want you to live like a child, my nigga. They telling you Gucci Man is a snitch. How? How is Gucci Man a snitch? Y'all robbed the white cameraman and everybody else in the studio and you recorded it? Professor Ogilvy? You niggas is the FBI. I'd rather be around white people all day. Because you going to be the one trying to stab me in my back. For what? Why? Because I'm telling the truth. 100 years. The same way they about to do Chud the Builder, man. Saying that's what they doing out here, bro. They giving people life sentences, trying to Charlie Kirk a motherfucker. That's what they doing. And now when you telling the information and you saying, hey, I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to be productive, you know. I'm living my life like a Mormon, like a monk. I don't want to lose my life because I'm trying to get a bag. That's what they doing, bro. They convincing young men to trick on them and to pay for a little bit of ass. But why you want to make the black man work? His is already hard, allegedly. Yeah, I see what y'all doing, y'all little fast ass hoes. You know what I'm saying? So I call they ass out because they playing games, bro. You know what I'm saying? They want me to hate the Mexican man. They want me to hate the Asian man and the white man. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want me to do, huh? But I got love for all my people, man. You know what I'm saying? Viva la Mexico, man. Giving them positive energy. You know what I'm saying? They not conscious out here, you know what I'm saying? They want you to think that we the enemy because we telling people don't be angry, you know what I'm saying? Don't be upset, you know what I'm saying? Don't live in these medieval times, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we live in, you know what I'm saying? Like, they hate to see us happy, you know what I'm saying? They hate to see you growing and doing something positive, you know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to sign us up for war. That's what they doing, bro. You know, they signing us up for war out here in these streets. Stop hating on people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't easy, bro. The whole America is getting flipped upside down right now. And you want to be in your house trying to blame the next person, trying to say how this one and that one ain't doing what they supposed to be doing for you. No wonder the police is killing your ass. Yo, they sick, bro. This my people right here. You know what I'm saying? Real love. Not that fake ass stuff that y'all be doing, bro. I'm Jesus all day in my heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt. I don't have no hate. Y'all trying to tear brother down because he's saying, yo, why you want to hate on the next brother when you can learn more and work together? You know what I'm saying? We could get more positive, more, you know what I'm saying, good things done when we hear all sides of it. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying stop Asian hate for years. You know what I'm saying? Because I listen to China Mac and I listen to all of these people over here who got, you know, ties with the community. You know what I'm saying? But they fake. And they trying to use me as a vessel because they see I know how to create. I know how to get next to and have, you know what I'm saying, a plethora of stuff that I could bring to the table and say, yo, I don't want to see that no more. I'm tired of people killing each other. When we gonna do something different? When we gonna do something more, you know what I'm saying, united for the world and, you know what I'm saying, for the kids, you know, because that's what it should be for. When I was growing up, the adults was there to make sure that we didn't overstep our boundaries and that we didn't go down certain roads. You know what I'm saying? Now, the adults is leading the kids into this lifestyle, this deaf culture, into this code where there's no morals, there's no honor amongst thieves. You know, it's just hate, hurt. You know what I'm saying? People is tired. We want to see these babies grow up and be productive and not getting killed. A 10-year-old just got a murder. Just think about that. A 10-year-old shot a 7-month-old. When are we going to say enough is enough? You know, we got to grow. We got to let this stuff that been breaking us down all these years, you know what I'm saying, finally be buried so we could heal. You know what I'm saying? Because we very angry right now. We very aggressive. And it's real. You know what I'm saying? People is telling the truth, but people is not taking it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all out here damaged. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we doing. And we got to understand it's not right. You know what I'm saying? We pursuing a whole nother lifestyle that's not concurrent with what we doing in real time. And, you know, we not healing no more. The same music that could heal, it could kill. Because it's taking you out of your element. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real. What's up, boo? And you know what I'm saying? That's how they feeling. So that's just how they taking it. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we gonna get right to it. You know, I gotta charge my damn phone up because the battery about to die. But it's only 9:30, so we still got time to do it, right? So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.